In the 1980s, feminism picks up breastfeeding. So breastfeeding becomes a symbol of female empowerment and a symbol of the life-sustaining force of the female body. In the 1990s, breastfeeding becomes symbolic and important for people, families, who believe in the philosophy of attachment parenting. So attachment parents are parents who there are three pillars of attachment parenting. The first is baby wearing, which means carrying your baby in a sling rather than dismissively using a stroller to get your baby around town. The second is co-sleeping, which is sleeping in the same bed with your child. And the third is breastfeeding. So attachment parenting, once again, it's a larger philosophy. Breastfeeding is a hallmark of that philosophy, but it's a larger statement about what your family is like and what your family commitments are like and what you're like as a parent and who you are in general. Maybe more surprisingly, or at least more surprisingly to me, breastfeeding has been embraced by the Christian right. So for many on the Christian right, breastfeeding turns out to be proof of intelligent design. And it also offers evidence of the rightness of heterosexual marriage, with different roles for men and women in the marriage. And it's also been picked up as an issue for environmentalists and for people who believe in locally produced sustainable food. Because after all, what could be more locally produced than breast milk? So for all of these groups of people, many of whom are actually fundamentally opposed to one another, wouldn't see eye to eye on practically any other issue across the social and political spectrum, and yet they all believe in breastfeeding. And the point that I'm showing is that they all believe in breastfeeding for fundamentally different reasons. They've appropriated the symbol of breastfeeding, but for many, many different reasons.